Welcome back to another enlightening episode of Healing Insights, brought to you by Rising Phoenix Naturopathy. I'm your host, Dr. Tara Coppola, and today we are diving deep into a thought-provoking topic that touches the very essence of our existence. We are going to discuss today illness as a teacher in our lives. Oftentimes, illness and disease can feel like obstacles on our path. What if we were to view them as valuable teachers in our growth? Throughout today's episode, we're going to explore health challenges and how they act as a mirror, revealing insights about who we are, what we truly need, and how we can grow during our journey on this earth. This topic is going to be a little bit longer than some of my other talks, so listen to it in chunks, or feel free to just settle on in and relax. But first, a quick note. I want to remind you that this podcast is for educational purposes only. The information provided here is very general in nature, like most of the information out on the internet. So therefore, it's not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases. Always consult with a licensed healthcare professional for your personalized health advice. All right, let's begin by discussing the purpose of illness. Many different cultures view health and disease as a dynamic interplay rather than just a linear path. In this view, illness is a communication from our body, not just a physical ailment. It's an opportunity for self-discovery, an invitation to listen more closely to ourselves. Illness offers awareness and reflection. When we experience health challenges, we often slow down and reflect on our lives. This pause allows us to reassess our priorities, reassess our lifestyle choices, and take a look at our emotional well-being. Illness can actually be a manifestation of unresolved issues. Sometimes, physical symptoms can manifest as a result of unresolved emotional or psychological issues. For example, chronic pain can be linked to stress, anxiety, PTSD. By exploring these connections, we can learn about the underlying issue that actually needs our attention. Also, illness brings us growth through adversity. Just as the tree grows stronger in the wind, we also develop resilience and strength through our health struggles. They teach us empathy, they teach us compassion, and most importantly, they teach us the importance of self-care. Various cultures also have different perspectives on how illness functions in our human life. In traditional Chinese medicine, health is seen as a balance between yin and yang, the flow of qi or life force. When this balance is disrupted, it leads to illness. Practitioners believe that symptoms are a message from the body signaling underlying imbalances. For example, in a common TCM perspective, it is that chronic headaches can be indicative of excessive heat or wind within the system. Instead of just treating the pain, the TCM practitioner would likely explore the lifestyle and dietary adjustments to help restore the harmony and address the root cause. In Ayurveda, there's an emphasis on the harmony between mind, body, and spirits. In this system that originates from India, illness manifests when one's doshas or energetic forces are out of balance. Illness acts as a call to return to one's true self. For example, an individual facing digestive issues may be advised to reflect on their emotional state and their dietary habits. Ayurveda has the concept that anxiety and stress can lead to a buildup of toxins or ama in the body. This results in physical symptoms. The healing process would therefore involve detoxification, dietary modifications, and yoga to restore balance. In many indigenous healing traditions, it is believed that health is connected to the community and the environment. Illness may be viewed as a sign of disconnection from community or from nature. Healing practices are often holistic, addressing physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. For example, in Native American cultures, illness can indicate a spirit's distress or disharmony with one's surrounding. Healing rituals, such as sweat lodges, ceremonies, and talking circles, emphasize the community support and reconnecting with nature. Then there's psychosomatic medicine. While it's not a culture per se, this medical approach stresses the connection between the mind and the body. Symptoms may arise as a result of unresolved emotional or psychological stress. This perspective encourages patients to explore their thoughts and feelings to understand their health challenges. For example, a person experiencing chronic pain might be encouraged to delve into their emotional history. A psychosomatic therapist may help them uncover links between their pain and past trauma or lingering resentments, which can lead to healing and release. These diverse cultural perspectives emphasize that illness is not just a physical condition, but it can serve as a profound teacher. Each tradition offers unique insights into how our bodies communicate with us, guiding us towards greater awareness and healing. This paradigm shift often encourages us to view our health challenges as opportunities for growth and much needed self-discovery. In this next segment, I'm going to talk about personal narratives. Creating personal narratives are a way that we can help illustrate how our illness is manifesting in our world as a teacher. Before we dive in, I want to emphasize that exploring your personal narrative can be very powerful and very intense. It often involves digging into emotions, past experiences, and belief systems that require support from a licensed professional, such as a therapist or a counselor. If you use any of these techniques and you feel overwhelmed at any point during this process, please reach out for licensed help. I encourage you strongly to seek guidance. We do not need to do this alone. And this part can be very, very intense. So examples of how personal narratives can show up in different chronic illness states. With chronic fatigue, many individuals experiencing chronic fatigue syndrome can often find that their journey leads them to reevaluate their life's purposes. What begins as a debilitating condition becomes a catalyst for deeper self-exploration, leading to newfound understandings of personal limits and the importance of rest and establishing boundaries, helping to alleviate the person from the symptoms that were debilitating them. Another example can be seen in autoimmune disorders. Frequently, patients with autoimmune disorders report that they have a transformation in their relationship with their bodies when they work through their personal narratives. As they navigate these challenges, they often learn to engage more mindfully with their health, make dietary changes, and learn to practice self-compassion. Again, leading to a reduction in the upswing of the symptoms that they're experiencing. Then, when some people are dealing with mental health struggles, looking at a personal narrative can help to unearth truths about their needs, their desires, and their fears. Also utilizing therapy or other healing methods, they can experience personal growth, learn coping mechanisms and tools to not only aid their healing, but enhance their quality of life. All right. So, what are these tools that we can utilize for discovering our personal narrative? There are actually quite a few different tools to utilize, You don't have to do all of them. I would say pick one that speaks to you and pull it into your self-care practice. See where it goes. Again, emphasizing that this can be a very, very intense process, and I highly, highly recommend you to reach out to a licensed professional to get help and guidance along this process. This being said, let's go into these tools for developing your personal narrative. The first one I'm going to talk about is reflective journaling. This is one of the most accessible ways to explore your personal narrative. It is through journaling. The idea here is to write freely about your health experiences, about how they have shaped you and what you've learned from them. You want to write without judgment. Just allow the thoughts to come out of your head and put them on paper. It doesn't matter what they are. You're just getting them out on paper. You can consider starting with certain prompts. For example, what does my illness teach me about myself? Or how has my experience influenced my values and my relationships? Starting with these prompts, just write. Write whatever comes to mind. And sometimes what I hear from patients is that they're afraid to journal because they're afraid somebody is going to read it. The idea is not to get it on paper and keep it. It's to get it on paper, get it out of your head, and analyze it. Look at it for what it's teaching you. And then you can rip it up, shred it, throw it away so nobody else can find it. These are your personal thoughts, and nobody else has the right to them. Okay? The next aspect of a personal narrative we're going to discuss is story mapping. Story mapping is creating an actual visual representation of your story. You want to begin by drawing a timeline of significant events related to your health, both your challenges and your successes. You can utilize colored markers, colored pencils to draw this out. When you're creating your story mapping, it's important to put in the story all aspects of your health. So physical things that have come up, emotional things that have come up, mental sphere things that have come up, and spiritual sphere things that have come up. Because what you will find as you're writing your story map is you will see that some of these are interrelating together, building on and creating symptoms in your body. The next tool for creating your personal narrative is guided visualization. This works best for those who have the capacity to visualize things. Some of us struggle with visual pictures in our mind's eye. So if you are able to visualize pictures in your mind's eye, then you can utilize many guided visualization techniques. You can close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and actually visualize your journey from illness to healing. If you are one of the many who have a challenging time actually visualizing things in your head, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just think about your journey from illness to healing in the way that fits how your brain functions. Okay? So ideas of this would be you start by imagining yourself in a safe space where you can reflect on your lessons that have learned, breathing and grounding yourself down. Now, when you're in this space, in this grounded state, what are you sensing? So what are you seeing? What are you feeling? Do you hear anything? Are you getting any sensations of touch in this moment? What is this environment you're creating in your mind's eye facilitating for you? This practice allows you to access more subconscious thoughts and emotions. Again, go into it with an open heart and no judgment, because this is your body, your mind, your psyche all talking to you to tell you what's going on. Another way to work through your personal narrative is to have supportive conversations. Having engaging, deep conversations with trusted friends or family or support groups can help to illuminate aspects of your narrative. Talking about your experience can provide insight you may not have considered. An important tip here is you always want to choose people who are going to listen to you without judgment. You want people who can hold space for you without giving advice, because the goal here is for you to walk through your personal narrative, not get somebody else's opinion on your personal narrative. You can also invite them to open up and share maybe different nuances that they see that you don't see. Again, without giving advice, because it's about you discovering your personal narrative, not them giving advice to you. Another way to dive into your personal narrative is to write your healing story. For this, you want to take the time to write a detailed account of your journey from the onset of your illness through to where you are currently to your healing. You want to include all the challenges you're facing, the lessons you're learning, and how you envision your healing future. You can consider the prompt of, my story begins with, and then just allow your narrative to unfold. This is a structured approach that can help you clarify your thoughts and empower you to reclaim your story. Another aspect of diving into your personal narrative is through artistic expression. Utilizing creative mediums such as painting, drawing, or music can allow you to explore and express your personal narrative. Art can be a very powerful way to process complex emotions. Create a visual piece that represents your journey through illness and to healing. Do not worry about artistic skill. The focus here is on the expression of your feelings and your insights. Another way to dive into your personal narrative is through affirmations and positive self-talk. It's the conversations we have with ourselves that are the most important, because our brain is going all day, constantly talking to us. And with this, you want to craft positive affirmations that are reflecting your resilience and your growth. Repeating those affirmations over and over on a daily basis as part of your self-care routine to make them an automatic part of your mind's natural self-talk. For example, some affirmations can be, I am resilient, my challenges have strengthened me, or I honor my journey and embrace my growth. Affirmations can help you reframe your narrative and foster a positive mindset. Now, as I've mentioned a few times already, if exploring your personal narrative brings up intense emotions or unresolved issues, or if when you're trying to do it, you feel blocked and you feel like you can't move forward, the anxiety or the depression or the fear just gets so much you can't move forward into this process, it is essential to seek support from a licensed professional, preferably therapists or professionals trained in trauma-informed care or in narrative therapy. You can look for them online or find focused holistic approaches and therapists in your area. By intentionally exploring and redefining your personal narrative, you can uncover valuable insights into your identity, your purpose, and your healing journey. Remember, this process can be profound and may require support. Do not hesitate to reach out for help. Next, we are going to dive into the healing power of nature and how nature can facilitate emotional healing to help us understand the teachings of our disease states or illness. Nature provides solace, balance, and a sense of grounding. It gives us more of a capacity to connect to the teachings and learnings that are coming up in our life. When we immerse ourselves in natural environments, we often find clarity and peace. This allows us to process our experience and learn from them. There's an emerging field called ecotherapy. This form of therapy is emphasizing the therapeutic benefits of nature. Engaging with nature can reduce stress, enhance mood, and promote overall well-being. Then observing nature teaches us resilience and adaptability. Just as plants grow through adversity, we too can learn to navigate life's obstacles more gracefully. When we're in nature, utilizing mindfulness can help us foster self-awareness and insights into our health challenges. Practices like forest bathing or mindful walking can help us connect with that present moment. Diving into forest bathing a little bit more. It is a Japanese tradition which refers to the practice of immersing oneself in nature and taking in the forest atmosphere through all the senses. It is not about hiking or exercising. It is a mindful, meditative experience that encourages individuals to slow down and to connect with the natural world. Forest bathing can involve simple activities such as walking slowly among the trees, listening to the sounds of nature, breathing deeply to absorb the fresh air, and observing the sights around you, like the play of the sunlight through the leaves or the intricate patterns of the tree bark. Research has shown that forest bathing can have numerous benefits for physical and mental health, including reduced stress, improved mood, heightened creativity, and even lowered blood pressure. The practice encourages mindfulness and allows individuals to cultivate a deeper appreciation for nature, promoting overall well-being. The research article in reference is called Effects of Forest Therapy on Mental Health in a Controlled Trial, a randomized controlled trial. In this study, the authors investigated the psychological and physiological effects of forest environments compared to urban environments. Participants who engaged in forest bathing showed significant improvement in mood, reduced level of cortisol, increased parasympathetic nervous system activity, and enhanced feelings of well-being. So let's explore the enchanting world of forest bathing. Picture this. You step into a lush green forest. The leaves rustle gently in the breeze. The scent of damp earth and pine fill the air. You leave behind the hustle and bustle of daily life, taking a few slow, deliberate breaths as you open yourself up to the experience. As you walk along the winding trails, you allow your senses to guide you. You hear the soft chirping of birds, the distant trickle of a stream, and you feel the cool, textured bark of a tree underneath your fingers. Maybe you even pause to close your eyes, letting the sun's warmth wash over you, while you listen to the symphony of nature surrounding you. Throughout your stroll, take a moment to notice the intricate details, the vibrant colors of the flowers peeking through the underbrush, the delicate patterns of leaves swaying overhead, and the crispness of the air that is revitalizing your spirit. There are no distractions, just you and the forest, inviting peace and tranquility into your busy life. This mindful connection, this is forest bathing. Some other activities that you can do when you are forest bathing are to collect leaves, observe all the colors around you, take deep breaths, take in all the scents and the smells. Utilizing this practice, as mentioned before, has been shown to lower cortisol levels, which is our stress hormone, and improve our overall well-being. There are many other tools to discover the role of nature in healing and allow us to understand the teachings that our disease states are bringing. You can do nature walks, spending 20 to 30 minutes a day walking fully immersed in nature, noticing how the ground feels under your feet, the sounds of the birds. You can garden. You can engage in nature by planting your flowers, your vegetables. Gardening can actually be a very meditative and grounding experience. It provides physical activity and it increases the joy of nurturing life. Now, if you don't have the capacity to garden in your yard, you can always create small herb pots in your windowsill to connect you with nature and offer fresh ingredients for your meals. Then there is nature journaling. This is about keeping a journal to reflect on your experiences in nature. Write about what you see, the feelings that arise, any insights you gain from the time outdoors. You can do this during your next nature outing. Take a few moments to jot down your observations, your thoughts, your emotions. This practice can absolutely enhance your mindfulness and help you to process your experiences. Another tool you can use is meditating in nature, utilizing the outdoor environments as the space for your mindfulness meditation practices. The key to this is you need to find a tranquil spot where you can sit quietly. You want to be able to focus on your breath, engaging in a meditation or guided meditation that encourages your awareness of the natural world around you. There are quite a few different meditation apps that are available. Some of them offer the sounds of nature. Some of them offer visualizations of being in nature. Find something that speaks to you. Another tool is sensory engagement. During your time in nature, consciously engage your senses. Focus on what you can see, hear, smell, and touch. Infusing your experience with sensory detail can create a deeper connection to the environment. When you notice a flower, take a moment to examine its color, texture, and scent. Now, sometimes our visual sensation overrides our other sensory input. So, if this is the case for you, I encourage you to visualize the flower, see it in its true form, its color, everything. And then close your eyes. Close your eyes as you feel the petals, you feel the stem, you feel the leaves to really get that tactile sensory signal into your body. You can also close your eyes when you smell it or even rub it on the skin of your arm to feel the softness of it. So sometimes we have to kind of shut down one sense so that way the others will heighten a little bit for us. Then another tool for connecting with nature is actually community involvement. There are many, many local groups that focus on nature and focus on wellness. Participating in community cleanups, gardening clubs, or hiking clubs can foster a sense of belonging and enhance the healing effects of being in nature. Look for local organizations, outdoor clubs, or community centers that offer guided nature activities or volunteer opportunities. One thing I haven't mentioned is the digital detox. So, when utilizing nature for grounding us, I know it's very hard because we are very connected to our technology, but taking a digital detox outdoors can allow you to immerse yourself fully in the moment. Leave your devices behind or put them on airplane mode. You can even try a nature retreat for a day or a weekend where you unplug and solely focus on your surrounding environment. By incorporating these tools, any of these tools, pick the ones that speak to you, you can harness the healing power of nature to enhance your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Nature serves as a backdrop for healing, and it is a vibrant participant and a teacher in our lives by bringing grounding and clarity to what the disease state or illness is here to show you. So, this would not be a vitalistic discussion without talking about the spiritual connection to illness and healing. Many spiritual traditions teach that our health challenges are not just physical, but also spiritual journeys. These challenges provide an avenue for exploring our beliefs, values, and purposes in life. It is essential to note that spirituality can mean different things to different people. While religion is often associated with organized belief, rituals, and community, spirituality is a more personal experience that encompasses a sense of connection to something greater than oneself. It can involve seeking purpose, meaning, and inner peace regardless of one's religious stance. Illness can actually prompt a spiritual awakening, leading individuals to question their life's purpose and to actually seek a deeper meaning. This journey can foster a renewed sense of faith, purpose, and connection to something greater than ourselves. Aligning with the thoughts and intentions during health struggles can have powerful effects on healing. Practices like prayer, meditation, or affirmations, as we've discussed, can help to ground us, help to foster resilience, and help to propel our self-discovery. Also, there is the connection with others. Sharing our struggles can create a sense of community. Support groups or shared experiences can enhance feelings of connection and understanding, reminding us that we are not alone in our journeys. I want to emphasize this. We are not alone in our journeys. Sometimes it may feel like we are alone, when what is actually happening is we are isolating as a way to protect ourselves from hurt. We are not alone in our journeys. There are many, many people around that we can turn to for help. Again, highly recommending that if this is intense for you, you reach out for professional guidance. There are many tools that we can utilize for cultivating a deeper spiritual connection. A lot of them we have already talked about, because just with the vitalist perspective, how health is an integrated aspect of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of our being, so is the capacity to understand and learn what our illness and our disease state is teaching us. So therefore, all of these tools can actually touch on many of the different aspects of our healing capacity. So different tools for cultivating a deeper spiritual connection. My goodness, today, words. The first one is meditation and mindfulness. We have talked about this quite a bit. This is an amazing tool for helping to cultivate a deeper spiritual connection within oneself. Then there is utilizing nature as a spiritual space. Spending time in nature to connect with the universe, to reflect on your individual spiritual beliefs. Natural settings are often where we get inspiration, where we feel awe, we feel gratitude, and we can begin to be introspective. Another tool that we have talked about is journaling, but this specifically journaling for your spiritual journey. You can keep a dedicated journey to record your spiritual thoughts, experiences, and insights. Writing down can clarify your individual beliefs and feelings, helping you to deepen your understanding of your individual spirituality. You can start with different prompts like, what does spirituality mean to me? Or, when have I felt the most connected to something greater? Utilizing these prompts can guide your reflections. Another tool are prayers and affirmations. Regardless of your religious background, crafting personal prayers or affirmations can foster a sense of connection and purpose. Repeating this daily, the prayers that you have made for yourself can reinforce your intentions for healing and your intention to want to discover what your healing journey is teaching you. Another tool is mindful breathing and body awareness. Practicing mindful breathing can help ground you to the present moment and facilitate a deeper connection to your body and spirit. Spend a few minutes focusing solely on your breath. Each time you inhale, imagine you're drawing in love and light. With each exhale, let go of the tension and the negativity. This will help to ground you and allow you to be open to the teachings and the learnings coming from your illness. Then you can go into exploring spiritual texts. You can read books or texts that explore spiritual themes and provide inspiration and insight into your own beliefs. There are many, many different books out there written on spirituality. You want to find one that speaks to you. You can look into authors like Eckhart Tolle or Brene Brown because they dive into the topics of spirituality, mindfulness, and personal growth. Find a book that speaks to you and just dive in. Then another tool that we've discussed is something we've talked about before, creative expression. The use of art, music, or dance as a form of spiritual expression. These creative outlets can help you connect with your inner self and express feelings that may be challenging to articulate in words. You can also spend time painting, drawing, you can play an instrument, anything that is going to allow your creativity to flow. And you want it to flow without judgment or expectation. Another tool that we've discussed before is community engagement. Specifically seeking out communities of spiritual communities or groups aligned with your beliefs. They can be local gatherings, online forums, and workshops. You want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals so you can support and encourage each other on your spiritual journeys. And finally, the tool for enhancing your spirituality so you can help to understand the learning that's occurring in your disease state are acts of kindness and love. Engaging in acts of kindness or volunteering can strengthen your sense of purpose and connection. Helping others can provide profound insights into interconnection and compassion. Find local organizations that resonate with your values and dedicate some time to help those in need. These tools can help you cultivate a deeper spiritual connection, enabling you to navigate your health journey with greater understanding and acceptance, being more open to the lessons and the teachings that your disease state is bringing you. Embrace the exploration of your spirituality as a dynamic and enriching part of your life. Now, as we reflect on the journey of illness as a teacher, it is essential to recognize the personal growth that can stem from these experiences. While illness can be challenging, and many individuals are finding that it serves as a catalyst for introspection, empowerment, and change. When we begin to look at illness as a teacher, it builds resilience. Facing challenges in our lives and overcoming adversity fosters resilience. It equips us with tools we need to handle future hurdles. It also cultivates empathy. Walking through our health struggles can deepen our empathy for others. This newfound understanding can open doors to better relationships and community engagement. And it helps us to reevaluate life goals. Health challenges can often prompt us to reevaluate our life goals and make changes that align more authentically with who we are, leading to a more fulfilling life journey. Before we dive into various ways you can discover your personal growth, I want to emphasize that exploring these aspects of your journey can be profound, and they can require walking through negative, intense emotions or memories. Again, I cannot say this enough. I encourage you to seek the guidance of a licensed professional if this is happening. We do not need to do this alone. So, some ways to discover your personal growth during disease states and illness are going to be things that we have talked about. You can do self-reflective journaling. You can do a daily gratitude practice. So cultivating a daily gratitude practice can shift your perspective and highlight positive aspects of your journey. When you consciously acknowledge what you're grateful for, it can foster a sense of appreciation for both small and significant aspects of your life. An idea is to write down 3 things you're grateful for each day, even if they seem small. Over time, you may notice a positive shift in your mindset. Another tool is goal setting. You can use your experience to set personal goals that are aligning with your values. Illness can prompt you to reassess what truly matters, giving you the chance to pursue meaningful aspirations. For example, sometimes health struggles highlight a passion for health and wellness. You might set a goal to take a nutrition course or start a fitness regimen that excites you. Another tool which we've talked about is mindfulness and being present. This can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, and this awareness will allow you to recognize moments of growth and clarity as they occur. Then there is sharing your story with others. As I've mentioned, opening up about your experiences with others can be a powerful way to reflect on your growth. You can utilize support groups, writing blogs, speaking engagements, friends, family, professionals. It's important to share our stories because we are not in this alone. Then there are emotional release techniques, such as expressive arts, movement, and poetry, allowing you to express feelings through creative outlets that can lead to profound insights. Create a piece of art that resonates to you, whether it's painting, drawing, or dancing. Challenge your emotions into creativity. It can facilitate healing and reflection. Then there is building your resilience through your challenges. This is consciously looking for the lessons within your challenges. Resilience often stems from facing adversity head on. Each hurdle can teach you something valuable about your strengths and your coping mechanisms. An exercise might be to identify a recent challenge you faced and explore what you have learned. How did it change your perceptions, or actions moving forward? Another tool is spiritual insight, because walking our healing journeys can prompt spiritual exploration, as we have already discovered. And then again, acts of kindness and service. Engaging in these acts can bring a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Helping others reinforces our own resilience and empathy. By intentionally exploring and reflecting on your personal growth during your illness, you can uncover valuable insights about who you are and what truly matters to you. Remember, if this journey evokes intense feelings or intense states of being, seek professional guidance. I want to thank you for tuning in today as we explore the profound lessons we can learn through illness and how we can learn those lessons to enhance ourselves. Remember, these challenges are not just obstacles. They are opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and a deeper understanding of our purpose in life. If you found value in today's episode, please consider sharing it with friends or family, leaving us a rating on your favorite podcast platform. Your support helps us reach more people and spread the message of holistic healing and self-discovery. For those interested in exploring your health journey further, I do offer a 20-minute discovery call. If you're curious about how the vitalistic approach can support your healing, please visit our website at risingphoenixnaturopathy.com to book your session. Until next time, embrace your journey, honor your body, and remember that every challenge can help shape who you are meant to be. Stay well.